The truth is, most people don't struggle with love. They struggle with losing themselves in it. And if you've ever felt like you give everything to someone and somehow end up feeling empty, this is something you need to hear. Welcome back, beautiful soul. This is Manifest and Glow. Today we're talking about something that quietly ruins a lot of relationships. Opening your heart without losing yourself in the process. Because a lot of people think the problem is, I care too much, I get attached too easily, I love too deeply. That's not actually the problem. The problem is, you were never taught how to stay connected to yourself while loving someone else. So instead, you start adjusting. You give more than you receive. You become more understanding than you feel. You ignore the small things that don't sit right, just to keep things going. And it doesn't happen all at once. It's subtle. You stop saying what you really feel. You start overthinking everything. You become more focused on them than you are on yourself. And slowly, you lose that sense of who you were before them. You start questioning yourself. Am I being too much? Am I expecting too much? Should I just be more patient? And the more you think like that, the more you silence yourself. Until one day, you don't even recognize yourself in the relationship anymore. You're there, but you don't feel like you. And that's where attachment starts to replace love. Because attachment says, I need this person to feel okay. It depends. It clings. It fears losing. But real love doesn't require you to lose yourself to keep someone else. Real love says, I choose you, but I don't abandon me. And most people never learn how to do both at the same time. So how do you actually change that? How do you love someone without overgiving, without shrinking, without losing yourself? It's not about becoming cold, and it's not about caring less. It's about changing how you respond in small moments. The next time something feels off, don't ignore it. Pause. Instead of immediately brushing it off or overthinking it, ask yourself, why does this feel uncomfortable? And more importantly, am I about to ignore this just to keep things peaceful? Because that's usually where it starts. When you want to say something, say it. Not aggressively, not perfectly, just honestly. Even if your voice shakes, even if it feels uncomfortable. Because every time you stay quiet, when you actually want to speak, you teach yourself that your voice doesn't matter. When you feel drained, stop giving. Even if it feels wrong at first, even if you feel guilty, you don't have to reply immediately. You don't have to always be available. You don't have to give more just to feel valued. And this is the part people struggle with the most. You have to get comfortable with disappointing people. Because if you're always trying to avoid that, you'll keep abandoning yourself instead. So start small. Say no to something you'd usually say yes to. Take space without over-explaining it. Stop fixing things that aren't yours to fix. It's not one big moment that changes this. It's these small decisions, over and over again. And at first, it will feel uncomfortable, maybe even wrong. But that's only because you're used to putting yourself second. And the more you choose yourself in those moments, the less you lose yourself in love. And the shift isn't about becoming cold. It's not about pulling away or not caring anymore. It's about staying connected to yourself while still being open to someone else. That means being honest when something doesn't feel right. Setting boundaries without feeling guilty. Not over-explaining your needs just to be understood. And most importantly, not ignoring yourself just to keep someone else. Because every time you do that, you teach yourself that your needs come second. And over time, that becomes your pattern. Here's the part most people don't realize. You don't lose people because you choose yourself. You lose people who were comfortable with you not choosing yourself. And that's not love. Love doesn't require you to shrink, chase, or prove your worth. The right connection will meet you at the level you meet yourself, not lower. So if you've been feeling like you always lose yourself in love, it's not because you're too much. It's because you were never shown how to stay grounded in who you are while opening your heart to someone else. And that's something you can learn. You can care deeply without overgiving. You can love fully without losing yourself. You can open your heart and still stay whole.